Hi guys, today we're going to react to Nautilus by YORUSHIKA. This is a Buy Me a Coffee request from DragonPhly. Thank you, DragonPhly, for yet another request and for all your ongoing support. Much appreciated.
Thank you, DragonPhly. We appreciate the ongoing support. You've been absolutely awesome. Another YORUSHIKA. Let's check it out.
時計が鳴ったからやっと目を覚ました。昨日の風がちょっと嘘みたいだ。出かけようにも予報が雨模様だ。どうせ出ないのは夜が明けないから。喉が渇くとか心が痛いとか人間の全部が邪魔してるんだよ。さよならの速さで顔を上げていつかやっと夜が明けたらもう目を覚ましてみて寝ぼけまなこの君を何度だって描いているから。傘を出してやっと外に出てみようと決めたはいいけど靴を捨てたんだっけ。裸足のままなんて度胸もあるわけがないや。どうでもいいかな。何がしたいんだろう。夕飯はどうしよう。晴れたら外に出よう。人間なんてさ見たくもないけど。
I think this is the second time we reacted to a music video by YORUSHIKA. It's beautiful. It almost feels like the animation is superimposed on filmed subjects. The motion is very alive. It's very vibrant. It's a beautiful song. It delivers a melancholic vibe. It's less in the guise of an uplifting song. It's very emotional and pensive. The narrator is hurting. That's what I'm getting from it.
Yeah, I'll first talk about the song itself. It sounds fantastic. As always, YORUSHIKA have this vibe to them that works for me. Her voice sounds great. The music is great. Everything about it is fantastic. Now, we have slowly become more versed in the story behind this sort of concept album of theirs, where these two characters' stories are told through, kind of. I mean, I think that's obviously what we're seeing here in this beautiful animation that we're seeing. And it's, in short, at one point, it's just a story of Ami, who we previously thought was Amy, but it's Ami, I'm guessing. That's the guy. And he has left Alma behind while going to travel overseas or whatever to try to work his music, his busking, his whatever. And she's left behind. The lyrics to the songs are actually the letters that he writes to her. So here we're actually seeing her reading the letters and she's crying and she's missing him and all the rest of it. What has me wondering so far is the name of the song, Nautilus, which refers to the submarine in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne. And I'm not sure how it relates here as yet. I'm kind of still trying to piece that together, but it's interesting. Very, very cool, as always. Like you mentioned, there's more emotion to this one. You can feel it somewhat in her voice, the way she sings it, but also we're seeing it in the visuals. There's the crying, the heartbreak over the physical separation, whether it's forever or for a time, doesn't really matter here. You can feel the hurt.
The writing on the screen thing is a lateral theme in their songs. I think you said it in so many words. All of their songs are letters. It's like a diary, if you will.
Like a travel journal.
Yeah, documenting experiences and curating all those thoughts and emotion that the narrator experienced.
このままの速さで泳いで君にやっと手が触れたらもう目を覚ましてみて寝ぼけまなこの君を忘れたって覚えているから丘の前には君がいて自分久しめて
As the clip kept going, it told more of the story. It actually reminded me that in previous songs we got glimpses of this as well, but Alma is actually retracing Ami's steps along his travels from his letters. As the song ends, we see that she gets there too late. I can only assume from what I'm seeing is that Ami committed suicide, and the Nautilus thing kind of comes into shape because I believe that Captain Nemo, at the end of the story, went down with the ship. He kind of sacrificed himself for others. But in this case, I think in a way it looked like Ami may have not sacrificed himself, but he is committing suicide. In the end, she picks up the guitar and she's the one who ends up living these dreams of a musician. It looked like for him, the depression over failure to become a musician is what led to him killing himself, which is something we dealt with in previous songs, especially That's Why I Gave Up on Music. It's really cool that this kind of brings it all like to full circle in a way. It paints the whole picture as to this beautiful story that YORUSHIKA are telling with these songs, with this album or whatever, this theme that they have going through this song. This was definitely the most emotional one because throughout all the other ones, we suspected, if you remember, we talked about it, that it feels like a loss. Somebody has died, something like that, or somebody left, or somebody something. We were trying to guess, but it looks like it was death in the end that was part of this story.
Yeah, there's a strong feeling of unresolved pain throughout. We're getting this experience in increments. It's like a television show or like a series of books or something. And because it stretches on, it gives us time to percolate from reaction to reaction on what's going on in Alma's head. We get to marinate in that. It's not like a complete story yet. The work of this band allowed that pain and those emotions infect us, if you will, in the sense that it takes us time to reveal more and more of what's going on there. That's why it lingers. We have no connection to these people. We can't presume to know her pain, but we can identify it on deeper levels because we get it in increments as a series of expressions.
Yeah, we also don't know if this is based on a true story, if these are real characters or not, but it doesn't even matter if it has anything to do with the band. I don't think it necessarily does, and it doesn't even matter. We somehow got to connect with these characters. You sort of come to care about them, and as soon as this sort of music video hit the end of it, I was a bit stunned. I didn't kind of think that it was going in that direction, and also I didn't remember the way we interpreted the earlier songs where we thought it was about a loss, that kind of a loss that came after death of a loved one, and we weren't sure because we didn't know the whole story, and now it comes around and I'm like, oh shit, it was. And it's amazing how, you're right, how this can affect us even though we know nothing really about these characters, whether it's real, whether it's just a really cool way of telling a story, or really sort of a dramatized way, if you want to kind of look at it that way. But also the video clips, the animated music videos, fantastic. It's almost like an animated series that you can follow the story and get to know the characters, but also get to know the duo, YORUSHIKA, a little bit more. It's interesting.
And you can even logically connect the dots. Ami's connecting with Alma through his letters. So one day the letters stopped. And because they stopped abruptly, she traced his journey. If I'm not mistaken, when she finds his guitar, the case looks aged. It looks dated. So he's long gone. It was just left there. She arrived long after it happened, because she had to go through that journey that he went just to find the last thing he wrote, to find it on that pier. This is where she starts to mourn.
Yeah, in my opinion, or to my eyes, or with the feeling that I got from this, is actually that she went after him before he killed himself. She felt his pain in the letters, and she felt it was like a cry for help, and also for herself. Obviously, she was missing him, and then she went after him, retraced his steps, but she got there too late. It feels like a tragic story in the end, because had she gotten there earlier, she may have been able to stop it. I think that's what the intention of this is, and it makes it sadder and more affecting, and it hits pretty hard, but it's just a beautiful way of telling the story, I think. And I enjoyed every song as we went through it, and the lyrics and everything. Even though we had no idea what it was talking about or why, it was still interesting to try to work it out, and eventually with a little bit of help we kind of got to the real story, and this one just kind of caps it all, I think. Very sad, very beautiful, and I just love this band. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, it's a cool band.
Thanks again, DragonPhly, for another awesome YORUSHIKA request. This one hit hard. That was really, really cool. We appreciate your support all the way through, and it's been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you, DragonPhly, for this request. We enjoyed reacting to this very emotional song by YORUSHIKA very much. More like this will be much appreciated. And of course, thank you for all your ongoing support. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and click the little bell icon to get notified on all our future videos. If you have a song in mind you'd like us to react to, please make your request through BuyMeACoffee. The link is at the top of the description below. Thank you all for sticking with us. Thank you all for your time.
As always, our YORUSHIKA reactions playlist should be up on the screen sometime about now. Guys, give it a click and check out all the previous reactions we've done for this band. Just an amazing, amazing band. We've enjoyed every step of the way. Thank you so much for all the support you're sending our way. We appreciate you all so much. We'll be back in a couple of days with a new episode, and we hope to see you again. Thanks again, guys. See you soon. Bye.
Bye, guys.